Welcome back. Well, I've already done two videos. One was with the M1 Max Studio. Um, I was adding the Z30 to it. It's cool in here. It's like 20.7, so it's about, what, 68 degrees? Something like that. So it's still nice and cool in here. Um, I was having a questioning with the LCD screen when you're vlogging. You don't have all the controls like you see on the display if you press the LCD screen backwards all the way to the back of the camera. But once I plugged in the HDMI port or cable into the port, I could see all the settings. So I think that was confusing my viewers on why I couldn't read it. So there is a difference when you're vlogging and then when you have it hooked up to an HDMI cable with the um, Ecamm Live working. So you can see all your display settings with that cable in, not when it's unplugged. So with that last of the series of the Z30, it's still a great camera. So I thought I'd test out these other cameras that I have on the Mac Mini 2018. It's an Intel i5 6-core computer. It's last Intels. I have, let's see, two more Intels that are just 12-inch MacBooks. And I would like to take those out and see if I can install M1 MacBook in there, MacBook Air or something. See if it can handle it. But anyhow, make a long story short, just trying out these cameras. So these are rotations. So right here is the Z6 II. This has a 50, no, yeah, it has the 50 millimeter f1.8. And as the clock is winding down, I'll now go to the Z7 II. So I'm waiting for it to come up. So here's the Z7 II. This has an 85 millimeter lens. And you can see the more of the creases and wrinkles and age spots on myself. But you can't beat the color. I love it. This right here, folks, is the R10. And it's a great little camera too. So right now the LCD screen is off. So I can't view what's on it. Let's see if there's any heat issues or whatever. But it does give you a warning at least. This is the Z5 with the 35 millimeter f1.8. Back to the Z6 II. I'm going to click on the shutter button for the Canon. And there is an overheating. Now, it's at, I think, the 8th setting. So the one thing is the R10 will overheat. And that's one I want to stress. I mean, you can get great colors out of here. I just use Ecamm to do the saturation and all that stuff. But on the Z7 II, it's pretty good. And there's the R10. And then shortly you're going to see the Z5. So you have the right front or right side view. This is the left front view, but it looks like a left side view, actually. Okay. And right now, it's going to be the front view. So Z6 II, mounted right over one monitor, and it looks pretty good. The 35 millimeter. So the background is kind of blurred, but you can still see some things behind it. And then as it counts down, here's the Z7 II. All right, so much for rotating cameras. Now I'm going to go just to the Z6 II, and I'm going to be showing some stuff. So for vlogging purposes, I got to go and get my camera. I'll be right back. So for, let me just bring that up a little bit. Vlogging purposes, I got the ZFC. I love this camera. I have the ZDO tripod, aluminum metal mount. Let's put it over here, sorry. Love the retro, the dials. So I have it like at 1/30th, or I can go to 125. I got it in manual mode. Anyhow, the 28mm with the special edition. They just came out with the 40mm special edition, and I like that lens also. But I got 3 of these lenses. So one is on my Z30, one is on my other ZFC, and then I got this one on this ZFC. So I have 2 of these. One is for the studio, the other one is for the, let's go to the R10. All right, this is much better. So this is a wider field of view. Okay, I think I have the 16mm on here for this purpose. So it's not an overhead, but it's excellent. Takes good pictures on the R10, and it's pretty good. I like the small grip handle, little base plate handle that fits on bottom of the camera, and then the tripod can fit underneath it. What I also like about it is it has an extra place to put like either your sound or your microphone if you want to choose, or a flash. It's up to you. You can put your flash up here, or you can put it down here, or you could have a microphone, or you could have an Atmos Ninja, you name it. But I like to keep my stuff small, and this is a good looking camera, well worth it. I think I would be interested in the ZF, which would have been a full frame camera, but if they have it like retro style and like the Z30 information on the inside, I would go for it. What I mean is no time limits. R10 does not have 30-minute time limit. And right now, I'm at f2.8, 1/125th of the shutter speed. So it's doing good. Plus, that's my mobile camera, so I can pick it up and show around the room if I want to show something. So that's kind of like my overhead. But the reason why I'm doing it on this, talking about this, is because I can vlog, do stuff with this camera. I'll keep the Z30, even if it has no time limits. I'll just keep it in the studio because it's nice and cool. I've been running it for about 3 or 4 hours. It has not overheated. So that's a good thing. I did mess with it a couple of times where I hit the wrong button, and then I had to turn it off, on, turn it off and on until it reset itself. But I just wanted to show off the different cameras that I have. I still vlog with the ZV-E10. Now the HDMI cable does not work, or I should say the port does not work. It's not broken or anything, it just stopped working. After 3 days, not doing anything, haven't plugged in the computer, in mid shooting, it just stopped. So I thought, well, maybe it overheated. It didn't overheat, it just stopped transferring information over the cable. So anyhow, this is a very light camera, great for vlogging. This is the 24 millimeter G lens, Sony full frame, so it gives you kind of like a 36. If I vlog with it, it's kind of like a little bit too close, I believe. Yeah, I have to hold it like that. So then, if you can see, there's the R10. I take the full frame. So I would need the 16 millimeter on this if I go vlogging. And anyhow, this is a good camera too for vlogging. I love the colors in the back of it. Very simple to use. Do not like the cat hair, you know, for the sound cover. But for everything else, it's great. I have my microphone pointed backwards so that basically, since it doesn't have an EVF, I just want them to listen to my voice, not to someone else, unless I want them to record them. That way, while I'm shooting and describing, you can pick up my voice pretty well. And I'll be loading some files from ZFC shortly, the different camera modes of 4K and 1080p, and see how they look. And then you can describe if you like them or not. I'm thinking of live streaming. It's very easy. The only problem is I only have like 11 megabyte per second upload. So I can only do it at high definition, 1080p. For downloading, for 42 megabytes per second, that's all you need. So I need at least 15 up, and I'm having a hard time paying more money for my internet bill. I'm already paying close to $80 a month, and it's my modem, my Wi-Fi. I don't have any cable service. I just have it for the internet, and I think it's a little bit too expensive nowadays. So with inflation and the way these times are going, it's just going to get worse. So talking here, let me go back to, let's see, what do I do? Z5, give this a little love. So, this is not back-sided illumination. It's just regular CMOS. It's the first full screen or full frame camera that I bought. I like it very much. I got a small rig cage with a handle on it, and I can add a lot of stuff to it, lighting stuff. Kind of reminds me of the Z30, but the Z30 has a light, which this one doesn't. But both cameras have that small rig cage with the handles on it for steadiness, since it doesn't really have any stabilization built into it. But all the lenses work on here. I've updated the bias to the latest version. The Z5, 6.2, the 7.2, they're good. The Z30, I've uploaded the firmware too. So, anyhow, this is just a quick review of the updates that I'm doing with this computer. Here's the Z7 II. Let me move a little bit over here, since I'm out of space, out of spot. Center it. So with the 85 millimeter f1.8 S-line, that and 100 millimeter, I think it's a f2, you can't beat it. Sharp, great. Then of course there's the Z62, which is built for the video part of it. So thank you for watching. I will put up another video about the ones I've taken with the ZFC, and then we'll examine what the videos can do and how they perform. And do I need to have it in 4K or high definition? High definition is smaller files. 4K is bigger files. And the faster the shutter speed or the stream, the bigger the file size. So anyhow, thank you for watching. Give me a like, subscribe. Any questions, just write in the comments below. And as always, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, goodbye.